With these final words, the woman... Okay. Yeah, we're good. With these final words, the woman calling herself Nyx snapped her fingers to disappear in front of your eyes. You and your companions are now alone in the main hall. Long silence filled the place when Layla suddenly spoke. Also, this is part 2. We did vote for Sabrina, so just to kind of catch up speed a little bit. Guys, maybe she's lying. Maybe Sabrina is okay. I mean, we didn't see anything happen. No, she's dead. Nyx deleted her. How can you be so calm about this? It's your fault. You and that delusional creep who thinks this is a game show. Layla looks at Astrid with anger and fear clouding her eyes, and then she suddenly faces you. Most of all, this is your damn fault. It's your vote that sealed her fate. I thought you were a good person, who has had the misfortune of having scary hollow eyes. But no, you were as much of a monster on the inside as you looked on the outside. Layla quickly turned around and ran upstairs with tears in her eyes. Sylvie went after her. I let out a giggle and approached you. Listen to her, dude. Women are evil manipulators who use their crocodile tears to make men feel guilty for doing the right thing. Once we win the game show, we'll be so famous the girls will be throwing their panties at us. You're gonna get voted next, dude, while you chit-chatting. I then tapped your shoulder and gave you a thumbs up before going upstairs. It's just you and the unknown girl now. It was just you and the unknown girl, yeah. Thank you for trusting me. Again, I know it wasn't an easy choice, but still side with me. I want to be by your side, no matter what. The unknown girl then turned around and went upstairs. I don't know why, but something about her smiling makes me a bit nervous. You are now alone in the main hall. You got a long sigh as you go upstairs. Now when you walk inside your designated room, a heavy feeling of dread and despair assaults your nerves. Every fiber of your being is screaming for you to turn around and get as far away as possible. But no matter how hard you look around, this room doesn't look any different than any other room in the mansion. You let out another deep sigh as you approach your bed and lay your head on the pillow. Sylvie and Layla might be right. So it could just be a twisted experiment and no killer truly exists. But what if they are wrong? What if this is really a fucked up real version of the werewolf social game? What if one of your companions is a bloodthirsty murderer? You decide to close the door and the window and remain awake all night. Just in case. But then all of a sudden, the digital watch starts flashing. The screen is now showing you a list of names with the phrase, "Who would you protect tonight?" Oh yeah, because we are, I think, the designated protector or like the angel or something. That's right, you almost forgot. As like a girl says something about special roles. It seems you have the guardian angel special role, which allows you to protect one person from the killer tonight. So the real question is, who will you protect? Well, I'm definitely not gonna protect her, Miss Stress a lot. There's no point in protecting her because she's already gone. And that's how we look now, thank God. We look kind of like this dude, but just not as cringe. We'll protect her tonight. You reach your finger to the watch and press the screen. The watch flashes for a couple of seconds before a little dancing animated sprite of Nyx appears for her, holding a sign that says, "Thank you." You turn your attention to the beautiful full moon decorating the night sky. This is going to be a very long sleepless night. And then the other fear and anxiety, but staring at the beautiful moon is oddly relaxing. You can't help but wonder if someone else Someone very important to you is looking at the moon at this very same moment. Perhaps. Or even if you have such a person in your life in the first place. Your silence suddenly catches your attention. It seems despite your best efforts, you fell asleep. Hell, if it weren't for this strange sound, you probably would have stayed asleep all night. You open your eyes. Oh, you finally woke up. That's good. You died soundly in your sleep would have been extremely disappointed. No. Someone like you deserves a horrible, painful death. Now, senpai, that's enough foreplay. Let's get to the main event. You let suddenly stop cutting up your body and lifted the knife to your neck. You look so scared, senpai. I'll send your little blue-haired bitch right after you. So you won't be lonely in the afterlife. Wait, who Layla again? Layla lets out a creepy laugh as she slits your throat. You suddenly open your eyes to find yourself lying in a familiar room. I'm guessing that was a dream? So many questions are running through your head when someone suddenly appears in front of your face. Guys, look! The unconscious guy is awake. You shouted in fear and stepped away from the monster who stood in front of you. It's okay. You're safe. Breathe. Just breathe. No one is going to hurt you. You just time jumped. The fuck is a time jump? You stare back at the unknown girl as she holds your hand. The loop has just reset. We're back to the start of the loop. This very exact moment. This is all Nick's messed up idea of a game. Every time her game ends, no matter which side wins, Nick just resets everything and wipes everyone's memory. Well, almost everyone. It seems you and I retain our memories from previous time loops. Or at least that's what I believe, because in the previous loop it seemed you lost your memories, but now you can remember again. My question is, how does she know all this and she seems like the most knowledgeable out of everyone, so it's kind of suspicious. Confusing. You stare back at the unknown girl, trying to make sense of what she's talking about. Time loops? Previous loops? Old memories? Every word coming out of her mouth is more confusing than the last. But that's when you realize something. Her. That's right. There is one thing you know for sure is her. Or rather, her identity as the killer. If you expose her now, get rid of her right this instant. Then it's all over. So fucked up game is finished. You will not have to experience the horrible pain of dying ever again. You lift your fingers in the air and pointed at her. No, stop. The killer changed from one loop to another. Just because she was the killer in the previous loop doesn't necessarily mean she's the killer this time around. You go now and accuse her when Nyx hasn't even shown up yet. You only bring suspicion to yourself. Please, don't do this. Perhaps convinced by the unknown girl's hasty explanation or the desperate look on her face, you decided to lower your arm and remain silent. What's wrong with you? Everyone looked at you in fear, confusion as you sat on the chair, pretty mentally and physically exhausted. But that only lasted for a couple of seconds before Nick suddenly showed up. If they get suspicious, just throw it up as like, oh, I just had like a nightmare. Just like last time, Nick explained the game and its rules, and just like that, last time your companions reacted the exact same way. It felt as if they were mere robots repeating the same lines of dialogue, making the same facial expressions. And one thing I am also curious about, if I hadn't picked Astrid, the unknown girl, as the one to like protect, would this still happen, or would it be like a different path? I don't know. Nixon spoke once again about special roles. You check your watch, but it seems this time around you only have the standard observer role. It's weird, but you're actually relieved to see something finally differs from the last time. Maybe you are not losing your mind after all. You didn't just hallucinate what happened. Once Nyx finished explaining the rules, she snapped her fingers and disappeared in front of your eyes. Soon after, your companion discovered that the door could be opened and ran out of the room. You stand up on your feet, preparing to follow, when the unknown girl suddenly spoke. Hey, you sure Layla was the killer in the previous loop? You hesitate for a second, but then nod your head. The unknown girl then turns around and leaves the room. Okay. You follow after her, to be greeted by a large, familiar hall. You notice your companion standing near the entrance. You're out of your goddamn mind. Okay. Our freedom is literally one door away. You're saying we should say, yeah, pretty girl. Well, that's Sabrina, though. That's not what I said. I just think we should search the mansion first. We don't know what awaits us once we exit that door. I doubt that creature kidnaps us here and could let us walk away this easily. You just loosened to stay here with that nut job? No, I'm just saying we should look for a way to call him for help and get more info before venturing outside. It seems the same events of last time are happening again, word for word, bar for bar. Yeah, I'd say look at my face first time I went through a time loop. Humans brag about their freedom and self-awareness, but in reality, they are no different than an expensive computer. No different than a complex AI. They're repeating the same dialogue and actions. You have no idea how many times I've seen Sabrina leave the mansion. How many times I've seen her scream and shout what she believes is her own free will, only for her to leave the mansion and die on the very first night. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant. It's just, you're the one who explained this to me in my first loop. I never thought there would come a day and I'd be doing the explaining. Never mind, let's just watch this scene play out so we can go back to doing what truly matters. The unknown girl then resumes her earlier position and just stares at the scene in front of her with complete disinterest. It seems just like the last time Sabrina is trying her best to convince someone to escape the mansion with her. Soon she will turn to face you and beg you to leave with her. But no matter what, you say no. You say, no matter what you choose, Sabrina will leave this mansion. The only thing that will change is if you decide to go with her or remain with the others. No, there's gotta be something else. You can't let the cycle repeat itself. To escape this loop, in order to survive this nightmare, you need to create a variable. Something new, something different. Something that never happened before. You approach Sabrina and grab her by the arm. What do you do? You want to forcibly stop her? You leave or die? What are you talking about? You open your mouth to say something else, but suddenly someone steps forward between you and Sabrina. Not again. The little girl then faced Sabrina and spoke. Look, Sabrina, I do think you're making the right choice here. But trust me, the only thing you will find out there is death. You'll be eliminated automatically if you stay outside the mansion past floating time. This is a secret rule that Psycho Bitch never mentions. What? How do you know all this? She continued staring at the unknown girl. Her eyes were demanding answers she felt entitled to. The whole room went quiet as everyone kept staring at the scene in front of them. That's when... Am I right? I'm out, my kittens. There's no need to fight. Astrid is obviously concerned about you, Sabrina. She doesn't want you to lose the game, so because of a technicality. And the reason she knows of this secret rule? Because she has already participated in this game show, right? Right? You even listen to yourself when you talk? You can't possibly still think this is a game show. Stay out of this, Four Eyes. You're not cute enough for a catfight. The tense atmosphere suddenly dissipated as everyone turned their attention to Clyde and Layla playing out a weird, cheesy comedy routine. A few minutes later, Sylvie stepped in and broke their silly fight. Surprisingly, Sabrina ended up staying in the mansion after all. It seems you were successful. You created a variable. But someone in the room didn't look too pleased. You're insane? What were you thinking? Nix could have been watching or listening. You said something about time loops, and you would expose our only advantage over that psycho. Look, I understand what you were trying to do. This isn't as easy as you think. This won't change a thing. Trust me. Maybe she should trust us. The little girl then grabbed your hand and dragged you alongside her. The moment you passed by Sylvie, she turned her attention to you, trying to say something, but the young girl just pushed her away and kept dragging you along. You don't have time to waste on her. We need to get back to our main objective. A few minutes later, you arrive at the familiar place. Come on, let's continue our search. The key to our escape is around here somewhere. But first, the young girl suddenly locks the door. She will not interrupt us this time around. The young girl then returned to searching in the library. We can help but wonder why she locked the door. Nix isn't exactly human, and she somehow teleports herself and others with a snap of a finger. Because the door should be locking the door to stop Nix from showing up. And that doesn't make sense. Your forehead in confusion as you search the library. Time went by as you searched every nook and cranny. Much like the last time, you couldn't seem to find anything interesting. That's when an unknown girl suddenly spoke. There are truly lots of weird beauty tips books here. Even more strange is that they seem to be written by that weirdo. What do you think about this? Or maybe you like polished girls? Do you prefer a girl who might not be as feminine, but would do anything for you? The young girl looks at you with anticipation. Her eyes had a strange glint to them. Yeah, I figured. Who else came this? What are you two doing here behind a locked door? Astrid and my quiet baby is sitting in a tree, kissing. Kissing. Shut the fuck up, Nix. Just do what you're here for. Well, what's wrong, Astrid? Did I interrupt something? Oh well, it doesn't matter because it's time for the best part of our little game. Voting time. Okay. Nix then lifted her hand in the air and snapped her fingers. A familiar sensation spreads through your body, followed by the sight of a familiar hall. What just happened? How did I get here? I'm guessing this is your doing? Yeah, I brought you here. Can we skip to this part and get to the fun stuff? It's voting time. Nothing happened. Oh, but it will, dear Layla. You bet those innocent eyes of yours that something very terrible will happen tonight. Your lovely host is giving you a chance to prevent that by voting the killer out before he or she starts murdering. You should be grateful. Sounds to me like you're just trying to get us to vote on each other, thus indirectly killing one of us. This could explain why you weren't waiting for a murder to occur before starting this messed up werewolf game. Is that so, Silly-chan? What could you possibly mean? You know exactly what I'm trying to say. The killer doesn't exist. You're trying to get us to kill each other by playing on our fear and weakness. Humans are pathetic, selfish creatures who would turn on anyone to save their lives. This is what you're trying to prove. It sucks for your monster. For your monster, we might be protected humans, but we ain't killing each other for your entertainment. Really now? Yeah, except for Nyx. Everyone's saying the same stuff they said in the previous loop, word by word. This is what I meant when I said that humans are no different than expensive computers. Let's just watch this play through. This is my tricks. We're not playing your game, Nyx. Speak for yourself, Sylvie. Everyone will be voting. This is the only way to eliminate the competition and win the game show. Stop it. This isn't funny anymore. You can't possibly still believe this is a game show. Nice try, Four Eyes, but such tricks won't work on the main character of the story. It seems the unknown girl is right. You notice a few lines of dialogue changed here and there, but things were mostly going in the same direction as last time. But that's when... Hey, dumbass, you really believe a killer exists, then why not enlighten us on who you suspect? Wait. I have no idea. I thought so. Men are too in love with the sound of their voices to realize that they have no idea what they're talking about. Hey, that's sexist. Juan and Sabrina then started arguing for what seemed like an eternity. You're all dummies. And they snapped their fingers and disappeared in front of your eyes, only to return a few moments later and explain the nighttime rules and sleeping arrangements. Nyx then disappeared once again. This game show sucks ass. Flash scratched his head in boredom as he headed upstairs. Sylvia declared that she'd be investigating the second floor and left with Layla. Sabrina also followed after them with an annoyed look on her face. It's just you and the unknown girl now. So we've changed, huh? No one got voted this time around. You must be really happy right now. You nod your head. How naive. That's okay. Always loved that about you. Look, none of us doesn't survive the night. I just want you to know that I'll always be there for you. No matter what. Okay. Good night. The little girl turned around and started heading upstairs. So she stopped and turned around. You call me Asta. I mean, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Bye. After turning around once again, he quickly ran up the stairs. You're all alone now. Okay. And when you walk through the door, a familiar, suffocating feeling of dread fills your heart. You feel 1,000 eyes watching you, but no matter where you look, no one seems to be around. You approach your bed and rest your head on the pillow. The voting process ended with no one being eliminated this time around. You also managed to stop Sabrina from leaving the mansion, thus creating a big variable from the previous loop. But what now? You failed to find and vote out the killer, meaning they are free to run around the mansion and murder someone tonight. You also have no special role in this loop, meaning all you can do is wait, observe, and pray. Pray that the killer won't choose you as their victim, or pray that the person with a special role will protect you somehow. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. It's time. Time to accept the consequences of your actions. When you open your eyes, a beautiful bird greets your eyes. Their chirping fills your heart with joy and relief. You look around you, the whirl of dread, what once filled your room has now dissipated. But more importantly, you're alive. You survive the night. But knock on the door, someone interrupts your thoughts. You get up on your feet and reach the door. There's a mustache. Yeah. Thank God you're okay. Astrid greets you with a smile on her face that quickly changes. Something has occurred, but it's completely normal. Some moves are just unique. You can just stay in your own. I'll handle it. Astrid left eyes with you, refusing to look away. But the more she spoke, the more the uneasiness in your heart grew. You couldn't take it anymore. You pushed past Astrid and started walking forward. That's when you notice a certain person sitting on the floor. This man is tweaking. You attempted to say something, but Clyde kept repeating the same phrase over and over again, completely unaware of your presence. That's when you noticed something else. Something that made you freeze up in your place. The door in front of Clyde was slightly open. If you remember correctly, this is the door to Sabrina's designated room. You rush the door slowly and walk inside. Wow. The horrific scene sends the brain sensation through every nerve in your body. You are unable to look away as you notice your breathing becomes irregular and close to running down your forehead. This is the only coherent thought you're able to formulate. Suddenly you feel someone covering your eyes with their hands. It's okay, I'm here. Just calm down, listen to the sound of my voice. I'll get you out of here. Astrid reaches for your hand and drags you along. Told you I'll handle it. Why didn't you listen to me? You stare back at Astrid, unable to say a single word. How you look completely pale. Come on. Let's go wash your face. Astrid reaches to grab you by the hand once again when... Good morning, everyone. Oh, what's going on here? You climb on the floor, Astrid's chin, and my quiet baby holding hands. What on earth is going on? You come here to marvel at your monstrous crimes, you psycho bitch. My crimes? What are you on about, Astrid? I would never do such things. I wouldn't want to get bloodstains on my cute outfit. Bloodstains are possible to get rid of, you know. I guess our baby killer doesn't mind getting their clothes dirty. Oh, and look, 3 dead people in one night. How can that be? How can that be? Did my baby killer disobey my rules and target 3 people, or... Cut the theatrics, you monster. The killer murdered only 1 victim. The fact is, this game is still ongoing. It's proof that the killer didn't break any rules. One of the other 2 bodies must be the vigilante. They selected the wrong person to be the killer, and so when they used their special role on them, they were punished by getting themselves killed as well. Bingo, bingo, Astrid Chan has bingo! You are too smart, Astrid. You're kind of ruining the fun. That's okay, because an even more fun event is coming up. I'll see you all later for voting time, so be good boys and girls and start investigating. Wink. Next, then snap your fingers and disappear in the front of your eyes. Monster, just playing this like a damn fiddle. 3 victims in one night? Makes no sense. This shouldn't happen. Astrid looked completely confused, as if there was something she had never expected. Never mind, Dad. Try to check the crime scene. Wait for me here. It won't take long. Astrid turns around, ready to enter the room once again. What will you do? No, we should let her go by herself. I'm not choosing the other option ever, so all I need to say for that. What you want to go into? Are you sure about this? You nearly fainted not so long ago. Yeah, you nod your head. Hey, if it gets too much, just let me know. Walk after Astrid as you enter the room once again. Horrific scene sight greets your eyes once again. So we got Sylvia, Sabrina, and anxiety woman, anxiety girl. I forget her name. You quickly close your eyes and take a deep breath. You can do this. They're just bodies. Carcasses that no longer bear any life or feel any pain. Just calm your nerves and open your eyes. Are you okay? You nod your head. Astrid looked at you for a brief second before turning her attention back to the bodies. Okay, so we have 3 victims this time. Sabrina, Sylvie, and Layla. One of these is our genuine murder victim. The other 2 were an accident. If you look very carefully, you can spot a clue that can easily help us determine who was the true murder victim here. You see it too, don't you? No. Such a major clue really exists. You focus your gaze on the bodies and analyze every single detail. And then you say, look at the bodies near to the wall. No bullet hole? Wonderful job. Okay. Let me explain this whole thing. We know for sure that one of the victims here was actually killed by the vigilante. According to Nick's, person with the vigilante role can choose who they believe the killer is and shoot them. But if they choose incorrectly, then they get shot too. This explains why 2 of our victims have a bullet hole in their forehead. These 2 are the vigilantes and their wrongfully shot victim. Meanwhile, the 3rd victim, who has no bullet hole, is the victim of the true killer. Astrid is right. Following this logic, it's easy to deduce Mila is the victim murdered. Is the victim murdered by the killer? Damn. Meanwhile, Sabrina and Sylvie are the vigilante and their victim. You turn your attention back to Astrid and nod. However, I don't think it's possible to determine which one of the 2 is a vigilante. Astrid fell into a long silence while she continued examining the scene for any clues she could find. It only took her a few minutes before giving up and urged you to follow her back to the hallway. I couldn't find any other clue. The killer was rather thorough. He is rather thorough. As she spoke this time, she was looking at the guy who was still holding her hand, and repeating the same phrase over and over again. That's right. Only you, Astrid, and Clyde remain now. Meanwhile, Clyde is the only one real suspect here. Don't worry, he can't harm us right now. If he does, we need to instantly delete him. What do we do now? Well, we identified the killer, so now we can direct all of our focus to our true objective. Finding a way to escape these loops. The library is a dead end, so we should probably look somewhere else. Maybe a garden? If you're reaching the climb, you decide to follow after Astrid. Well, when you step out, a beautiful garden greets your eyes. Gorgeous, right? This is actually my second favorite place here. Our spot is much more beautiful. What spot? Something. Don't worry about it. What's she mean then? After something but quiet and started searching in the garden. You were unsure what to do, so you decided to just follow along and examine the place. Flowers looked very beautiful and well cared for. You found it hard to believe that someone as psychopathic and evil as Nyx would care for such a beautiful garden. But you think of a murder mansion, this place doesn't fit the bill, if the events you witnessed so far are straight out of a nightmare. This whole situation is beyond fucked up. You decided to push these dark thoughts away, focus on your search. But an hour or so later, a certain person appeared. Did you know you're murdering my flowers? Let me guess, it's voting time already, even if it's not yet sunset. Don't be like that, Astrid. Voting time is like the best part of this whole thing, especially this particular voting time. Not waiting for a reply, Nick snapped her fingers and their familiar sensations suddenly overwhelmed you. Alright, my babies, welcome to our first and sadly last round of voting. Only 3 of you remain now, so please discuss among each other if one on who you believe is the true killer. There's no need for your little theatrics. It's clear who the killer is. I just spoke as she pointed at Clyde. God damn, this brother is tweaking. He says he's not the killer, Astrid's child. Doesn't matter what he claims. He's the only one suspect here, so we're rolling him out. This man is tweaking. Tweaking. I'm not the killer. 5 points to you. Oh, see here another suspicious suspect, Astrid's child. I was just trying to save his ass. I'm just the killer. My vote goes to him. I see. What about you, baby Clyde? He's going for me. I'll vote for my quiet baby, it seems. Well, we're finally reaching the interesting part. Tell me, my cute quiet baby, who are you gonna vote for? Your girl Clyde or your girlfriend, Astrid's child? Will it be bros before hoes or ashes before assholes? What would it be? What would it be? Shut up, Nick. Astrid turned to face you and speaks. It's okay. Let her get under your skin. Whatever you choose is okay with me. I will not let any harm come to you, I promise. Take a deep breath, clear your head, and choose. And I can't... Alright, so I can't vote no one. Obviously I won't Clyde, because just do vote for me. As expected. 2 votes for baby Clyde. 1 vote for my Clyde baby. Yep. You gotta go, Clyde. Alright, baby Clyde. No one will hurt you. After all, this is just a game show, right? Right? Before Clyde could utter a single word, Nick suddenly snapped her fingers. Clyde's body dissipated almost as if it was made out of sand. Fucking psychotic. Psychotic. You're the last person who should be judging me, Astrid. What did I say, Miss Killer? Are you shocked, my quiet little baby? Oh, did Astrid try to lie to you over and over again? But she also made you indirectly kill baby Clyde. You look really innocent. Do you feel betrayed? Or is it anger? Disbelief? Oh. Okay, you can stop with the face. Huh? Let's just get this over with. She stared at Astrid for a second, but then she just rolled her eyes and snapped her fingers. The handgun suddenly materialized in her hands. Nick snapped threw the pistol at Astrid and let out a small giggle. Wow. Oh, Astrid's child. He's the remaining person here. The game won't end until he dies. He really gonna do it? He's right. The killer can't win until everyone is dead. But there was another way. Wow. Astrid suddenly pulled the trigger, and it will look you instinctively close your eyes. Next time you open them, you're greeted by the sight of Astrid's lying on the floor, motionless. I got excited for a second there. Things just ended like they usually do. Let's continue to talk. Your gaze was fixated on the body of the person who had been there for you all along. You don't get why she's so obsessed with you. You barely even talk. You look no different than your average human. Well, whatever. Let's get this over with. See you in the next loop. Astrid's boyfriend. He pointed at you and snapped her fingers. When you open your eyes, familiar room greets your eyes. You look around you. You see the loop has restarted. Once again, you're back in the starting room. Except something is completely different this time around. All your companions are lying on the floor, completely unconscious. And all of them are on the floor. Someone sitting right in front of you, staring at you in the eyes. No matter how hard you look at them, for some reason you can't determine who they are. The more you stare at them, the more confused you become. And then the more reality starts to destabilize. It has been shattered. Reconstruction initiating. Okay, there's an error. Multiple seeds detected. Reconstruction failed. Seed elimination required. Initiating. Who is this person? So the tall strange woman because I feel like it's Layla. Okay, your imager ends here for now. Please download the full version. Oh yeah, we didn't download the full version. Oh, that could have been. Download here. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, wait till the full version comes out. But yeah. So, that was Death Moon. That's the rest of it for now. Yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, this game. If not, oh well. I do what I can to put what I can in the description below. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end it here. So hopefully I had a good day, great yesterday, and better tomorrow, and I will catch y'all in the next video.